Somewhere out there right now, a book is sitting unsolved. 75 pages, written entirely in runes. Only 17 pages have ever been cracked. The rest has sat in silence for over a decade. Nobody knows who wrote it. Nobody knows why. And the person who put it there vanished on purpose. This is the story of Cicada 3301. You'd think something like this would be a marketing stunt, a game, a viral ad for a movie, maybe. It's not. It's never been monetized, not once, in over 10 years. No product, no reveal, no sponsor logo at the end. Just a puzzle. Getting harder, on purpose. Let's go back to where it started, January 4th, 2012. An image appears on 4chan, white text on a black background. It says it's looking for highly intelligent individuals. It says there's a message hidden inside the image itself. People find it, they pull it apart. Inside, a cipher, then another cipher, then a phone number in Texas. Call it. And a voice answers. Then a modem tone, then a hidden image buried in that sound. The trail doesn't stop at a screen. GPS coordinates appear. They point to real locations: Warsaw, Seoul, Paris, Sydney, Seattle, 14 cities, 5 continents, physical paper flyers taped to actual telephone poles. All at once, all part of the same puzzle. Whoever built this didn't just build a website, they built a hunt that reached into the real world, in cities most of the solvers had never been to. The first round ends with a message. They'd found the few they were looking for. Then it went quiet. For a year. Here's the question at the center of all of this. Who is 3301? Not what, who. Every message they've ever sent is signed with a specific PGP key. Their own rule, stated outright. If there's no signature, it's a lie. That's how you tell the real puzzle from the thousands of fakes that copy it. 1 year later, January 4th again. A second round, this time their own alphabet. 29 runes called Gematria Primus, a custom bootable operating system built just for this. Sound files hiding images inside their frequencies. One winner, a security researcher, made it to the final stage of that round and said afterward that solving it required knowing things like the ancient numerology and obscure cyberpunk fiction, not normal puzzle knowledge, deliberately obscure knowledge. People started asking who could build something like this. Theory 1, a government. NSA, CIA, MI6. A recruitment test disguised as an internet mystery. Nobody's ever confirmed it. The agencies have said nothing. Theory 2, not a government at all, a private group. People who care about privacy and cryptography, looking for talent the normal way doesn't find. One solver from this round said that once you finished, you got invited to a private forum, told to work on projects about information freedom. No pay, no credit, just an invitation into something with no name. 2014, round 3, the final one. This time it built up to something bigger than a game. A 75-page book written entirely in that runic alphabet. Called the Liber Primus, the first book. Solvers cracked the first 17 pages using ciphers hidden inside classic literature. A line from Ralph Waldo Emerson held the key to unlocking the next stage. Then the pages stopped cracking. 58 pages, still encrypted. Right now, as you're watching this, the last confirmed message from 3301 came in April 2017. It warned solvers about false paths, about imposters. And then nothing. Total silence for years. Here's where it gets complicated again. In 2025, someone online claimed they'd finally solved the rest of the book. Coordinates, timestamps, a full decode, they said, mathematically verified. But the people who've spent over a decade on this don't agree. The consensus still today, the book is largely unsolved, one person's claim, against everyone else who's tried and failed for 10 years. So which is it? Maybe someone actually finished what 3301 started, or maybe this is exactly what 3301 warned about back in 2017, a false path, dressed up to look like the real ending. We don't know. Nobody outside of it does. If there's no signature, it's a lie. That was always the rule. Nobody's shown one yet.